Revelation 2519. From the 19th of October 1942. Spiritual work. Tool of God. God is moved by the deepest love and mercy in the face of people's great spiritual need. And he seeks to help them in many ways. Where faith in Jesus Christ, the divine Redeemer, threatens to wane, he himself comes to meet people, giving them undeniable signs by which humanity shall recognize him. He expresses himself through people whose hearts have completely become love. He uses their physical cover to work through them before people's eyes. This sign of his greater than great love shall lead people back to faith in him. It shall make them wonder and draw their attention to extraordinary phenomena which cannot be explained humanly. And God has chosen those who devote themselves to him without limits, who only strive to live in accordance with his will, and who accept everything from his hands as a gift of grace, be it joy or suffering, for they do not oppose his working. And thus the divine Redeemer completely takes possession of their hearts. He descends to earth again, and the human being, whose body is a shell for the divine Redeemer, now experiences the miracle of Jesus' death on the cross. For he suffers as Jesus suffered on the cross. He feels all agonies, and even externally these agonies are recognizable in order to let people gain the faith which shall be taken away from them. God is extremely fond of people who take utmost suffering upon themselves for the sake of their fellow human beings, but this love is God's gift in return, because the earthly child also shows him the most ardent love, a love which endures everything for him, for the divine Redeemer, which is also willing to suffer in order to make a sacrifice of atonement for its fellow human beings. Understandably, such a loving person will also live an exemplary life. He will give God the glory in all things. He will do everything he considers to be divine will. He will also observe the commandments given by human beings because he regards them as divine and wants to fulfill divine will without fail. And therefore he is also suitable as an instrument of God, and divine love now expresses itself through this. Divine love brings countless people together and they all experience a miracle which goes far beyond their imagination. They see Jesus' suffering and death repeated in a weak person who patiently takes all suffering upon himself and is happy to be allowed to suffer for Jesus Christ. And thus God awakens people's faith to new life through the love of this human child. He proves to them the truth of the traditions. He proves to them that Christ's death on the cross is irrefutable and thereby leads many people back to the true faith. Amen.